Lindsay, and I'm a consultant with Usborne Books. I just wanted to take some time right now to talk through some of our favorite, most popular titles with Usborne and just give you a peek inside some of these covers so you're able to see what makes these books unique and get an idea for the types of books that we offer. So first, I just wanted to start with the Busy series. This was actually the first book that I ever found that introduced me to Usborne. So this is obviously for a much younger child. These come in a version that are pullback and then some that are the wind-up toys. So all of these have tracks, and then this one has the bug and it will travel around through the story. So this one is a bug, but we also offer trains, helicopters, boats, and there is actually a Busy Santa one for the holidays. Next, I would say that probably our most popular series are the That's Not My. So these are, once again, for younger babies. These are very thick, sturdy board books. So I have here That's Not My Fox and That's Not My Dinosaur, but we have about 40 different titles of these. So each page has bright, contrasting pictures and texture. These are great at a price point of $9.99. These are great. I like to give them with a stuffed animal for a baby shower gift, or they're great for stocking stuffers. We have several that are kind of winter Christmas themed that would be great for stocking stuffers. Next in the board books, we have these Peek Inside a Fairy Tale. So here I have Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, and the very first one I got was last Christmas, the Nutcracker. So just to show you, these books are very bright and colorful. They have lots of die-cut, very intricate designs. The story is kind of shorter, so it's easy for attention spans that maybe not so great, and they also have flaps inside. So these are very interactive. We also have Snow White, The Princess and the Pea, Jack and the Beanstalk, Little Red Riding Hood, so lots of fairy tales for Peek Inside a Fairy Tale. Moving on, also along with the theme of fairy tales, this is a brand new title, Forgotten Fairy Tales of Brave and Brilliant Girls. So this one is going to be one with much longer stories, so a lot of text and a few illustrations, but this has several stories in it, so I would say that these stories would probably take about 10 minutes to read, 5 to 10 minutes depending on the story. And we have several other ones of these, so different 5-minute bedtime stories, 10-minute bedtime stories, so where you're getting a collection with lots of stories in one. Moving on, we offer the Big Book series. So this one is the Big Book of Sea Creatures. We also have ones about space and rockets, dinosaurs, the human body. So this one has lots of information in it and fold out pages. So everything about different Usborne series have something that make them unique. This one is just lots of information on one topic with big pages that fold out. So once again, that's our Big Book series. Then we have our phonics readers. So this is actually a collection of lots of books in one. So if you can see the table of contents here. So these stories are just short, fun for beginning readers. Phonics, lots of silly rhymes, and they also come in just like a single. You can just buy one, but this is an edition that has lots of them. Next we have not just books for reading, but we have lots of art books and activity books. So this is our Magic Painting series, which is great for not making a mess. So it comes with a paintbrush and all you use is water. So inside the pages, here's one that's been done already. But you just use water and it magically turns the color. So of course we have lots of these. This is just the mermaid one, but all of these that I'm showing you are usually series. So if you like that type of book, you can search and find, like if you search magic painting book, you can see all of the ones that have to do with the jungle or animals or unicorns or even Christmas themed ones. You can find those. Also with activities, we have the little sticker books and then the regular sticker books. So these are full of stickers, and then the pages to put them on are different scenes in the front. Sorry for the glare here, but you can kind of get the idea. So this is the unicorn one, so there's a whole little sticker series if you want to search that. Obviously, most of these books here are girl focused, but they come for all interests. Trucks, we have lots of trains, trucks, construction, cars, dinosaurs. So this one's just a little bit bigger. You can see the difference in the size. And there's my hand. So same kind of idea with the stickers in the back and the scenes in the front. Okay, moving on to the lift the flap. So these are some of my favorites. And the way I have these arranged here, so we have the very first questions and answers, and then we move up to first questions and answers, which are a little more involved. So I'm going to kind of show you here if I can. We have what is the moon and what are stars. We have a lot of space themed ones in our house. But each page has flaps. So they're very interactive and very engaging. And I actually learned a lot from some of these books, just facts of things that are interesting that I did not know. So this one is just kind of short, to the point, just a few pages, probably about 10 pages here. So then the next step up would be just this is very first. These are first questions and answers. So this is gonna go just a little bit more in detail, and I actually love this this feelings one. This is great for talking through with little ones, things that may be emotions or situations that may be hard to talk about. So this is a great tool for talking about those types of things and how to cope with our emotions, how to cope with anger, things that make us worried. So it's just going to be a little bit more involved, a little more flaps and a little bit more facts. Then we jump up to the look inside your body. These are also flaps, and to the questions and answers. Now this is going to have a lot more information. So this, I'm going to try to show you here. This is the one about the body. So all of these are flaps. Some of these even have flaps inside of flaps. So you open this one and then there's more here. But these are going to have a lot more information that just teach kids about different topics. So once again, these books come in all different topics. These ones are more nature and animal related, and they're based on they ask questions like how, why, what. So all the questions on this page are why questions. So once again, just lots of facts about whatever topic the book is about. So this one is about animals. So this whole thing has so many facts about animals. And once again, what I love about the Lift the Flap is just how engaging they are, because the kids want to stay engaged in the story, and it's interactive with them opening the flaps and asking the questions. Lots of information they can learn. Another type of Lift the Flap books that we have are just more basic, just all about numbers or shapes or colors or letters. So this is just for someone who's just beginning to learn those things. So they can count the animals and then check the corresponding number. So this is just basic numbers. And once again, they come in all different topics. So that's our Lift the Flap series. Next, we have 2 life-size books, the original one and then the life-size dinosaurs. These are also great for teaching kids just about how big certain animals are in comparison to them. So they can put their hand up to a polar bear's hand to see how big. They can see the beak of the toucan. They can see how big a tiger's mouth is. So once again, very interactive, and we have the newer title, which is the dinosaur version. Okay, next, Chef Academy. These books are for a little bit older child, maybe 7 to 8. So they're based on, we don't just have Chef Academy, we have Astronaut Academy, Architect Academy, Engineer Academy. So once again, there's a series of several. There's about 8 of them, different ones. And so it's just for a kid who is interested in a certain topic, they can start to learn a little bit more about that. And so each page there is stuff for them to learn, stuff for them to do, and then place a sticker here when you finish. So they go through each thing, and then there's just little activities for them to check off. And then they get to the end and they, you know, finish their little Chef Academy. They've checked off all their activities they're supposed to do. Little Bear Needs Glasses. This was the second title that came after All Better. We also have one called All Better. So these books have reusable stickers. You go inside. This one is about a bear who needs to get glasses. And so these are the reusable stickers, and you can take them off and try. It's a little story. You take them off and try them on the animal. So like I said, we also have All Better, which is a story about animals that have boo-boos, and you put the reusable Band-Aids on them. So that's very popular. Moving on to our picture books, we have so many titles of these, but I just pulled out a few that we have here. There's something unique about each one. So this one, the river, has the little fish that moves. It shows you the path that the fish takes from the river to the ocean. Dragon Post is unique because it's a story that has several letters that you actually can pull out and then read the letter. So there are about 5 or 6 pages in here that have actual letters to pull out and read. That's kind of fun. It kind of reminds me of the Jolly Postman, if you remember that one. This one is a story about the dark, and it is cool. It's kind of hard to see here, but it has lots of die cuts that you can kind of peek through here and see. Once again, like it's a little hard to see, but there's a lot of cool designs here. Room on Our Rock. This is really neat. It's a story about teaching kids how to be welcoming and making room for others. So if you read the story the typical way, front to back, it has one message. And then if you read it back to front, it has a completely different message of inclusion. So this is very cool. We have Oceanly, Animally, and Once Upon a Timely. And these are good bedtime stories for just based on interest. I love you. I love you. Joyfully like a seal. I love you electrically like an eel. So it's just I love you. All the different ways that you love them. Like I said, we have several of those. This is Where Happiness Lives. A great story to teach about just being content with what you have, and that bigger and better isn't necessarily make you happier. But the cool thing about is, once again, these pages are lots of peek through, look through things, and fold out flaps. We do have some Christmas titles already. So this is a book that just has several stories in it. Lots of different Christmas, kind of like the one I showed earlier with the fairy tales, but so several bedtime stories. This one lights up on the back. It's kind of bright. And this, whoops. Maybe our battery is out.